And immediately you notice the fake energy, smiles, the small talk, and the shallow thinking in general. And you think to yourself, what's wrong with me? Here's the truth. Nothing is wrong with you. And you are not an antisocial person. You're actually smarter, sharper, and more awake than everyone else. In this video, I'm going to break down why solitude feels better than any forced company, and why that's your power, your authentic power, and never your weakness. Also, if you're tired of fitting in and forcing things with the wrong people and situations, then let me help you raise your standards and book a free discovery call with me. The link's in the description down below. Let's work together to make you happier with who you spend your precious life with. I've been told recently more than ever before, these last few years especially, that I've become antisocial. And if I was a little bit younger, then maybe I would have taken offense. And if I was a bit more insecure, then again, probably I would be very offended. But now I see it as a compliment. Ah, yes, I am antisocial. Ah, yes, I am more of an introvert. Ah, yes, I am sick of the socializing. Haven't you socialized enough? Haven't you been around people enough? You went to school, right? Most likely went to college. You most likely have a job. And even if you're working remotely, you still have to deal with other people. It's draining. It's difficult. Even if you're the boss, the CEO of a business, you've got staff. You can't get the staff these days. Even if you just want to go to a local cafe and have some breakfast, have a coffee, that can be difficult as well. Nothing is straightforward. So you become a recluse. You get away from everything else and everyone else. And you're labeled antisocial. You're labeled difficult. You're labeled weird. You're labeled not normal. I would rather be called all of those things and more tenfold than to fit in with the shallow conversations. Fake energy. Oh yeah, you know that fake energy. They don't like you. They don't get you. They don't like each other. But they fake it. They smile. It's all superficial. It's all about what they can gain from other people. Everyone's using other people. Everyone's using each other. And to what gain? What do actually people do to benefit one another anymore? Where's the sense of belonging? Where's the sense of community? Where's the loyalty nowadays? It's dead. And the fact that you are sharper and smarter and more aware and awake of that puts you into another stratosphere of human being. You cannot be liked by everyone. If you want to be liked by everyone, then you will be wrong, because no one, not even the greatest men and women in history, have been liked by everyone. Hate and questioning and gossip and shallow thinking and wrong thinking and naivety, immaturity, insecurity mask the opinion of the masses. And most people are idiots anyway. You are just sharper, smarter, and better. Something clicked inside of you. You looked around at people, looked at your life, looked at your surroundings, and said, I don't get on with these people. And the sad thing is, this might be your family. These could be people that you've grown up with your entire life. These could be friends that you've known since high school or younger. These could be your colleagues. And when you recognize and realize that you don't wish to socialize, wish to participate anymore, wish to be around that energy anymore, you have evolved, my friend. You have expanded. You have become a higher version of yourself than you ever thought was possible. So like I said, you're not antisocial, you're sharper, smarter, and more aware. What an amazing world and society we'd be in if more people were like you. Let's also break down why this solitude is better than the forced company. And as someone myself who forced it with friends and got badly burned, scammed, lied to, and was held back. Forced it with family who were jealous, deceitful, and did the same. Tried to betray me, scam me, hurt me. Forced relationships at times with the wrong women. Scammed, betrayed, stabbed in the back. Wasted precious years of my life. I know what it's like on their side, on that side, to be like everybody else. Being around these people, these low vibration people, these fake energy people, the small talk, the shallow thinking, feels like an attack on your sanity. That's the best way I can describe it. Because you are real. You are unplugged as such. You are in the real world. You question everything. And then if there's something you don't understand, you do the research and you go further and you want to hear both sides of the story. And thanks to the internet, thanks to networking, you can find that out for yourself, but also your own personal truth as well. But when you're around these people, you're gaslighting yourself. You're going insane. You're not sure what the hell you're doing. It's a form of self-torture. You're not designed to sit through the following: endless gossip. And trust me, if they're gossiping about others, they're gossiping about you. And where does gossip end? Where's the ideas and gossip? Where's the self-improvement? There's a time and a place for it sometimes. But if that's all it's about, and it's about people that you respect and love and admire, what about the fake laughter? People just laughing just for the sake of it. Trust me, if you ask the person what they were laughing about in a conversation, they probably say, I don't actually know, I'm just laughing for the sake of it. And the meaningless noise, just the racket of people and their BS, their nonsense and their complaining and moaning, and it's just draining. Honor your instincts instead. When your soul feels suffocated, it's a sign, not a defect. When I was in a toxic relationship in the past, I remember being sat opposite that person waffling on about themselves. It was endless noise, meaningless noise. And I thought to myself, I need to get out of this. This is not right. I feel nothing. I hear nothing. This is an attack not just on my sanity, but my mental health. Having a high level of awareness, resonating with the point in this video, identifying it with yourself, personalizing it to your experience, maybe commenting down below and sharing your experience, means you have a low tolerance for BS. And the older you get, the wiser you become, the lower tolerance you have. So the sharper your mind becomes, and that can come through pressure. How do we mold a diamond? Through pressure. So the sharper the mind becomes, the harder it is to fake enthusiasm for pointless conversations, shallow environments, dreadful people, situations, and more. You don't like those people. Maybe they don't like you, or maybe they're too stupid to recognize what they like and dislike. But it's a low tolerance. When I broke up from a toxic relationship, when I walked away from toxic friends, when I cut out the wrong people, my tolerance for any of that other nonsense in newer people and situations moving forward was at an all-time low. Why would I want to attract that back in my life? You're exactly the same. There are very few people who have depth. And that's what this is all about, really. Depth. It's not just a conversation. You're probably sick of people saying it ain't that deep. It's not too deep. It is deep. And I want you to choose depth. Our real connection, or one real connection, is worth more than loads of acquaintances, loads of people in your social calendar, being surrounded by bodies. It trumps it. The other harsh, brutal truth that you know they won't accept is this: most people run very fast from their problems and reality. But you, on the other hand, are facing your reality and life head on. So you're not lost. There's nothing wrong with you. There isn't. You're just refusing to numb yourself with cheap distraction and fake community. Here's a great question that people ask you. Have you watched that latest series on whatever, Prime, Netflix, whatever? Are you watching this movie, this show? Have you not engaged with this program? I love it when people ask me this, because where do I have the time to do that? And also, why am I going to be dictated what to watch from these sort of people? You're facing your truth. You're dealing with your business, your goals. You're trying to discover who you are. You're trying to rewire programming and social conditioning that is very, very much outdated and not suiting you whatsoever. So, where do you have the time? Where do you have the energy? You don't. They don't want to face the reality because that is uncomfortable. They don't want to face their problems because, again, it's not nice. They don't want to face the truth because they'd rather live in La La Land, fantasy land. And what better way to do that than to constantly be out and about, eating, smoking, drinking, or binging Netflix, etc., so they can plod along in life. But that's not you, and you need to stay the course. Build your world on the foundation of truth, even if it means walking alone for a while. For a long period of time, I did this on here, and I shared my journey and my truth, and I am at this stage because I faced reality, no matter how terrifying and scary it might appear. Lastly, protecting your energy is an act of war in a world that wants all of your energy. Let me repeat that again. Protecting your energy is an act of war in a world that wants it all. Most people nowadays, friends, family, the wrong relationships, etc., even strangers, drain. They drain with their constant drama, chaos, and problems, and endless problems. And trust me, just when you think they're out of problems, there's more problems on the way. What about their demands? Asking you to always do things for them, drop everything, constant social plans, constant sacrifices you need to make. It never ends. And the distractions as well. Let's go out drinking, let's go out eating, let's watch this program, let's watch some sports, etc. Again, when most people are doing this, it's suffocating, draining, and you run on empty. You're protecting the only thing that matters. That's your focus on your goals, your dreams, your aspirations, your truth, your reality. Your mind, which, again, is questioning everything. And if you really want to go deep, your bloody soul as well. Guard your peace like it's gold, because it is. Ask anyone who has a low tolerance for BS, has been heartbroken, has lost it all, been rock bottom and bounced back again, has had enough or has resonated with this message. And they'll tell you, I don't want to pursue happiness. I just want to be at peace. Peace can mean anything to anyone and in any shape or form. And if you are not careful, these people, these idiots, will rob you of your gold, your peace, your most precious commodity. So you're not antisocial, you're not a weirdo, you're not a freak, you're not a loser or whatever. You're just no longer willing to pretend shallow living is enough for you. And kudos to you. If you're done apologizing for wanting more, fitting in with the wrong people, want to know how to walk away and actually stand up for yourself and build a life with better boundaries and actually find better connections. I've been there, seen it, done it, and got the t-shirt. Many others have done so through me, with me. Let me help you. Book a free discovery call with me. The link's in the description down below. Let's work together to rewire your approach. People start nowadays, but you don't. And don't let anyone, anywhere, make you think the opposite.